Hey all you lucky gamers, Irish here, and today I'm bringing you a 6v6 domination on the map Grind. Grind was one of the 4 multiplayer maps that was released in the new map pack Revolution that came out Tuesday morning for the Xbox 360. So to get things started, today's topic is going to be how I got into competitive Call of Duty, and then I'm going to talk about what my near future goals are within competitive Call of Duty. So first things first, it all started back in Black Ops 1. In Black Ops 1, I was sitting on my computer and I typed in Call of Duty on YouTube. It brought up a bunch of videos. I started watching them one by one. Eventually was being linked to MLG. I went to the MLG site and there was a link for a LAN event called, I think it was Dallas, and then I watched it and I fell in love with Call of Duty on a competitive stance. You know, I was really intrigued that video games was being played and treated like a sport. You know, there were commentators, there were tons of money, cash prizes, tons of other prizes. You know, there was, you know, equipment like headsets and different controllers that I didn't know about. So I wanted to know pretty much everything I possibly could. So all I did was research Call of Duty, and I watched stuff from Rambo. I was watching, you know, other things from various pro players at the time, and I was watching every single event that year. I was watching some events. You know, I was just trying to soak up as much information about Call of Duty and how it's played and strategies and class loadouts and stuff like that I possibly could. And at that time, I was just fooling around with some friends from school on GB. Eventually, I started getting a little bit better and a lot more serious about trying to get myself to the point where I could go to an MLG event. And then Modern Warfare 3 came rolling along. Call of Duty did not make it on the circuit. Fortunately, throughout the Modern Warfare 3 season, UMG came to life and, you know, brought in some good numbers, brought in some good cash prizes for people. I was not able to go because I didn't have the money to travel. And in the beginning of the Modern Warfare 3 season, I ended up meeting someone named Sean. He's still a very good friend of mine and a teammate today. So we ended up playing the beginning of the Modern Warfare 3 season together, and we did some ICNs and stuff like that. We did some other tournaments as well, and eventually we ended up leaving that team. We had an issue with our captain, so we ended up leaving. We formed a new team that didn't work out as well, and eventually at this time there was a local LAN event announced here in Canada, UGC Niagara, and Patriots wasn't going to be able to play, so I was searching for people around my area so that I could go. I ended up meeting someone named Gertz. We scrimmed together. We tried finding a team. We had a team set, and then Gertz was unable to make the event, so we didn't go, and I was playing with Gertz and his online team as a fill-in whenever they needed me to. Eventually, Sean decided that he wanted to get back into the Call of Duty scene, competitive scene that is. So I formed a team with him again. We met 2 very good competitive players, Ferrari and Randy, and we formed a team. We played tournaments. We scrimmed. you know, things were looking up. We had some team chemistry, and then eventually our real life schedules got in the way, and Ferrari being on the West Coast and the rest of us being on the East Coast, it just kind of didn't work. Ferrari had to work late, so him working late in the West Coast was extremely late over here. So we ended up, Ferrari ended up leaving. We ended up picking up someone named Franco, and we played for a little bit at the end of Modern Warfare 3, did a couple tournaments, and we are all still friends today. Black Ops 2 came out, and we started to actually practice every single day. It was me, Franco, Randy, and Patriots. We grinded the game out as much as possible. We did an ICN, and then we got ready for Frag Cup. And Frag Cup, we were undefeated up until the 5th round, and then that's when we lost. And, you know, all in all, it was just a very good team. You know, it was a very good experience for us. We definitely weren't disappointed. At that time, Sean ended up getting hurt, and he ended up in the hospital, so our team kind of crumbled. And there was a local LAN coming up in Toronto, so me and Gertz teamed up. We went to find 2 other players from the area, and then we ended up going to the local LAN. It was called We Got Game. We ended up placing 10th, maybe. I don't really know. We did fairly well. At the LAN, we met some people. They were on a team called OTL. They're a bunch of great guys, and you know, now we're all kind of just friends. Me, Gertz, and our 2 other teammates, we have now parted ways. Our schedules just haven't been able to work out. So it's me, Gertz, and Franco, and we are looking for a 4th to go to UGC Niagara. So right now, you know, we're just on that grind, trying to find the right fit. And we are, you know, currently hosting tryouts and stuff like that. So if you want to know more, make sure you follow me on Twitter. This video is coming to an end, so make sure you guys favorite and subscribe. YouTube. Stay lucky.